Thank you.
Oh, very well.
Use a Discord. Open in the browser. Um, that didn't work. All right.
What do you need?
I'm just trying to get the text from it.
Okay. I mean, I could type it out if you, or let me try and do this real quick. What happens if I do? There's your text
Oh, thank you.
without proper paragraph format, but whatever.
Who needs paragraphs when you have peregrine falcons?
Mm, is that the only thing you need?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone need anything else from any books?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I need to say good afternoon to the audience because we're live. How's
Yeah.
how's everything going? Great. Hey, everyone say hi to the viewers.
Hello.
Hey,
I'll unmute that.
That's like the least lackluster, the most lackluster. Sorry, least lackluster would be very enthusiastic. Most lackluster would be not very enthusiastic. Hey, hi to the viewers you guys have given in a long while.
hi to the viewers.
I'm not counting you. Everyone else who's been silent.
I said hello.
Then I'm not talking to you. I spilled my
Ugh.
soda.
Also, I used the Inheritance of Blood, right? So I used a Warlock level from that for my level up.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to update the Inheritance of Blood.
If your character is dead, then I'm most likely aren't. I'm not talking to you, but that also you can still also say hi to the viewers.
Problem is, we never actually have live viewers, so
What we, but what about the people that watch us after the fact? Don't they deserve as much of a high as the live viewers that we used to get?
Hey, eventually.
All right, that'll have to be good enough.
they get what they get.
Well, that's what you get when you know your heart breaks. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So, when last we left our leveling up group of adventurers, they were leveling up after having a lovely dinner with the king and queen of Arun. So, finding out more information about their next destination in Ehustan. And I don't know why I turned into a beatbox machine when I said Nehustan, but sure, why not? And got their reward for saving the city from maybe not certain doom, but at least certain major disaster.
Edit that. Save that. Okay.
Did Keontae go silent?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Making sure that was on purpose.
It was very long, awkward silence indeed.
I
Well,
guess let's.
why don't you guys think on your feet and give it an intro for every stream?
Honestly, how about we skip the intro and get to where we're all choosing magic items finally.
All right, then let's skip to where you guys are all finally choosing magic items. Finally, um, Lex, your enhanced bond is in there. You just have to change the image if you like, and hit the change your level so that you can from level 5 to level 6 and roll your hit points.
Mm.
But everyone else should be leveled up, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Mm.
That's a lot of silence from my other two siblings in chat.
I'm just
Kiari,
gonna get.
Why
Sarah.
am I both?
Kiari and me are leveled up. I just have to pick my infusions because I'm
Okay,
still debating on them, but that can wait. That's not.
perfect.
I'm leveled up.
Awesome. All right, has everyone selected their magical items from the vault?
I have been waiting for other people to decide so I don't run into people. But I already have my
Mm.
top 3.
All right. Just to reiterate what's in there, we have the Gilded Mantle, the Jar of Canopic Rebirth, Baboon, I believe it was, or was it Crocodile?
I thought you
Crocodile.
said crocodile.
Yes,
Well, you
Crocodile.
said that the king had been holding on to a crocodile.
Yeah, there's one in there. There.
Okay.
I
Put the
believe
crocodile in there.
there's a crocodile-headed jar in there.
Oh,
The rebirth jar.
okay.
And then the Kadachi.
The Kodachi control cane. In the sword cane that lets you read people's minds or control people's minds. I can't remember which one it was. Control
Modify,
people's minds.
modify memory.
Mm-hmm.
You have Tobbs Venomous Pear, the Radiate Crown, the Sand Sovereign's War Plate, the Sandblight Scepters, the Spectral Siphon, the Staff of Judgment, the Sudden Silver Scarab, and the Wrap of the Royal Dead.
I don't remember which one I was looking into.
Um, my notes have it that Adarpi was thinking about uh, giving up her item to let the
Mm.
prince get the crocodile jar. Or,
Wait, what?
Yeah,
you
that's what we've been told.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
What?
you had mentioned and during the session in that last session that you might give up uh, your item to let the prince get the jar so that she can have one like her brother. Or, um,
No,
but that
I,
was that.
I didn't say that. I said that I was advocating for her to get her selection since she helped with all of this. That's what I was saying.
Oh,
Now, I said I would be willing to give up mine if we have to for us to get the candy sword,
Oh,
but y'all said that we can still get the candy sword later from the prince.
hmm.
no, we can. The candy sword is a common drop from the mobs in the dungeon we're about to go into. It's from the cook tomb that we have been talking about before.
Yeah, and I know. So what? Someone literally just made a sword out of candy,
Yeah.
or okay? So then I'll just get whatever I was supposed to be getting, but I want to make sure that she gets something out of there too.
That see she wasn't granted the ability to get an item. Hmm. Um, it was already too much that her brother named her as one of his captains when it came down to things going forward.
But if
Yes,
we gave her an item, they couldn't really go against it.
right.
What was the item that I was looking at?
Um,
Um, I don't even remember.
you didn't have one like I wrote
It was
down.
only one. It was only one that would make sense for a DARPy.
I thought it was
But
the sand blighted scepters.
yeah, the scepters, I think.
Yeah. Yes. Create the swarm of locust, the plague.
And
Mm,
also makes your creatures that are devoted to you immune to your spells or whatever.
no,
Or
not
have
that one.
advantage.
Is there a list? Did you post a list?
It's in the
There's a
items.
list in rolled in Forge.
Yeah.
If you go
Okay.
to the items tab, it says the Royal Armory. There's a
Yep.
whole
Okay.
list. Each have their own entry.
Okay.
I was thinking of going with the Spectral Siphon if nobody has opposition to that.
None.
Nope.
All right. Um, then I will drag it into your inventory. I gotta put your character out here.
Was it the
Zoom, zoom,
gunless?
zoom.
Do do do
You
do.
already have the gun list.
Yeah, the
Um,
gunless, the mist chest, and the Leviathan leathers are from previous stuff. That's all yours.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
They're just part of the list for
Nope,
some reason.
that didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
I just lost internet.
It flickered for a second. It should be back.
Hey, Keontae.
Yeah, I accidentally unplugged the thing.
Keontae.
Yes.
Heads or tails?
Why are you asking me?
Tails. Tails is superior.
Very well.
I know, I know what side of the Sonic fandom she's on.
Oh my.
None.
All right, then I know what I'm doing.
Tails is very needy.
Then go ahead.
Yeah.
I was never into Sonic like that. It was
Yeah. So
That was more her
Dobet will
brother.
look around at all these magic items.
Right. The siphon is in your inventory. Just make sure you attend to it.
And then thinks for a
How? What
moment.
do I need to do for that?
Essentially, if you click on it, uh,
Uh,
why isn't it popping
Can
up?
you system? I lost service, internet, and now it's not even letting me log back in.
Okay, if you right click the item name in your inventory, there is, I believe, an option to attune if it has the attunement requirement.
I
Uh,
do not have that. It
uh,
says duplicate and edit.
So Keontae needs to go in and edit it to do the attunement requirement.
Sorry, Zyla, you gotta sit through an ad first.
Yeah, yeah. Kiara's idea from before is tempting, but I think I know what I'm gonna have to do here.
Well, I mean, I think you just coin flipped it, so.
Yeah, but it also the only reason I coin flipped it is because I now realize that this would be a decision that makes sense.
Go about deciding things with a coin flip.
Well, no, one side of the coin was I take the radiant crown. The other side was I do something else.
The first stab in the world.
Kiari, do you remember what Nick wanted? So we can get that down.
He wanted the staff. He was going to. We're going to do some stuff with it.
The staff of judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
why is the siphon not
He's got to turn it to his own.
allowing?
Mm.
Yari, do you know how to make an item need attunement? We're struggling with the siphon thing.
The thing
Okay, I
is,
know how to do. I know how to do it.
Oh, what?
So, with the item in your inventory, click the little edit item,
Okay.
and then under details, 1, 2, 3 should be attunement. Attunement not required. Attunement required. Attune.
I don't have that.
yeah, it doesn't.
It's
It's not popping up as that kind of item. Hold on.
Might have to
I
just remake it.
mine was allowed me to just right click.
Yeah, for some reason this item in particular is just being a butt about it. It's not
Yeah.
giving the option.
So your item already had the attunement property set, Lex. Hers doesn't.
Yeah,
Mm.
it might just need to be remade.
Probably.
Or it doesn't have to be attuned to.
It does.
Damn it.
Yeah, attunement's kind of an important thing.
It's part of the balance of the system.
Mm-hmm.
It prevents Fallock from happening.
I mean, he wasn't really a case of magic items.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, the thing that made Velok go from um, a meh hit to a mm,
Knock you in the system.
like problem was mostly the his magic items and there not being a limit to them. Man,
Uh, I heavily disagree. I feel like a good chunk of Veloc's overall strength may have come from the 2 dragon buffs he got.
That is partially it, because that dragon thing did a lot, but also
I think it was
a
like a
good
plus 20 across 20 overall
no,
to your stats.
no. I think it was like a plus something. Let me go. Well, let's see if D20 is working. Half umbral. So half umbral was a +8 to strength. On top of him having been 20 strength at creation.
And it
Jesus.
was just a buff to strength.
No, half umbral was a buff kind of across the board. It was 8 strength, 6 con, 2 intelligence, 2 charisma, and 4 natural armor.
all right,
But
there you
also
go.
part of the thing was he had the artifact tier gauntlets. His axe was impact adamantine, some other stuff. He had a keen dagger, which let him go crazy in his third form. He had
Uh,
+7 or
All right,
+8 from armor on his bracers.
anyone else have any items that they're picking?
Yes and no.
have
So
you already
Velvet,
done my selection?
oh yeah, the warplate for mana.
I
No,
think I can improve this.
I give up.
Oh yeah, Keontae, kick Lex.
Could nobody hear me?
I
no,
can hear
Barely.
you.
I can barely hear you. Hold on.
Did you not hear me?
Barely.
I've
Hold
been
on.
asking if you could reset me.
Sorry.
I was trying to understand why y'all just kept on talking.
We can't hear
Uh,
you.
I'm sorry, baby.
Show me the list.
Everything over here. Here. This
It
is.
wasn't that one. You said already got that. It was. The scary one? Let me see this. No, it wasn't the sun silver. Can I sit down for a second? So I can read.
Okay, what was the name of the prince that I've been traveling with?
That would be
Kareem
You
or
already talked to Tom?
yeah,
Yes.
Hareem.
so
Where'd you get ice cream
Keontae?
from?
I've,
Oh, you slick.
I've been eating on that ice cream since Tuesday.
Wow.
I, look, baby, I know how to manage my snacks and not and eat all of them in one day.
Well,
Yes,
this makes people's choices a little bit easier. I'm taking the jar of rebirth,
I'm
and I'm
taking
going to
that.
give it to Hareem.
Oh, you're doing that? Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I was about to do. That was the coin
I,
flip.
I'm not going to give it to her right away because I don't know how her brother would react, but
You know, I was really about to say, Dobet looks at all these items, grabs the jar, and tosses it to Reem and
um,
says,
anything
"Enjoy."
that's has the gold or gold border is stuff that's going to be here.
So I guess that brings me back to my initial idea.
There's this
I didn't
sensible.
want anything that had to do with bugs or something else.
because none of the stuff after looking over it was like, yeah, this really works for my character. So it was like, I'll just take that, do that.
Okay. Cane or crown? I'll probably do. Yeah, I'm gonna take the radiant crown. I need to go get dinner. Be right back.
I'll see about getting you back online, Becky.
It was the mist chest, I think.
Well, you already have the mist chest.
Damn it. Okay. I don't think there was anything then, because I didn't like the idea of the locust, and I can't remember anything else, honestly.
It's fine. You still haven't even fully a
I think
seen what the stuff you have does.
I mean, Rap of the World Dead might be good on you.
That's also still bug themed.
Well, yeah,
yeah,
but
that was.
there's
It's not
scarabs that you
because
can
of the
control.
bugs.
I mean, there's the wraps would be
It literally says,
nice.
but letting your flesh decay a little can grant you a plethora of great opportunities.
Essentially, it
It
allows
would
you to.
help since you like to do a lot of ranged fighting and stuff. If somebody gets up on your grill and they cut you, you basically can make a swarm, which is really hard for most people to deal with because they can only be targeted by AoE attacks. So it gives you a thing of protection and they obey you. So you control them.
It's better than what uh Kiari's character had in the Blood Jungle.
Mantle would be
What do you
pretty
mean?
I
fun
mean,
on
you mean Koza.
Yeah.
Koza's my
Oh, it's that
character.
stuff.
Was it your? Who was it that
Yeah,
had the
Koza was
spider
swarm
blood?
blooded. If he got cut,
Um,
his blood was made up of swarms.
Mm-hmm.
But he couldn't control them. They would attack everybody except him.
Yep.
you want ants in your blood? Because this is how you get ants in your
I
blood.
already have gold in my blood.
If you
You can
wanted
have
to be
golden.
Batman, you could just get the mantle. Then you could
I mean,
jump
you
off
could
the
just flavor
buildings,
it as
land
like
right next to people.
golden insects because they are scarabs.
No.
You do get cursed with it though, so that's up to you.
all of it seems icky. Like the sun one.
You could get the gilded mantle and fly.
Not
Basically.
fly, fall with style. Come on.
And cut people while falling in style.
Yeah, there you go. The gilded mantle might be cool.
It would make a very
Or
flashy opening
if
at
nobody,
least.
I don't know if anybody claimed it, the radiant crown.
I took the radiant crown.
Oh, you did? Okay. I didn't hear what anybody had said.
I said that before I left to get food.
Oh, okay.
I am taking the staff of good.
Yeah.
Staff of Judgment, and then you got the guild, the crown, the radiant crown. Who look? Do I have? What does she want? The jar of can of whatever.
We've already gotten that for her.
Okay. Yep. Wait. How? Who?
I grabbed it because there was really nothing for me that was like useful for me, so I was just like, I'll just grab that.
Can I just convince them?
I mean, you
Can
could
I
just
roll
grab something to sell
convince them to give me something else?
But yeah, a rare magic item does cost a whole lot of money.
Yeah, but I'll say you could just take something to sell it.
Just don't tell them that's what you're doing with it.
Yeah, but then if I sell it, I'd be leaving it in the hands of other people.
Wait, do you want the radiant crown?
Ew, no.
Okay.
But if you don't want it, then it's just free money that you're leaving on your shelf.
Uh-huh.
Or you don't have to get anything.
Yeah.
I think the best item might be the gilded mantle for you if you don't want.
Yeah. I might do the scepters then. Just seems so wrong. Sandstorms and plagues.
Yeah, perfect for a wildfire.
I'll be back once again.
You can also just give it to someone else in the group.
What is this? The contending presence boasted by the armor of the ancient desert kings would bring even the proudest man to knees. With all those nooks and crannies in the design, it was too easy for the coarse, rough, and sand to get everywhere. A war plate?
Oh, you're looking at the Sand Sovereign's war plate.
Yeah.
That's
what
plate now.
Mama
He
had.
already has that.
Okay.
You need heavy armor proficiency to wear it.
What? You got me back on? Okay.
You would need heavy armor proficiency.
Yeah, I hear you.
Sorry, we can't hear you.
I heard him.
Oh,
Well, he was cutting out the end.
Oh, sorry. I figured it wouldn't be a particularly contested. I don't think most anyone has heavy armor proficiency.
Nope.
Undead Undying Heart. What does this do? The Spectral Siphon.
I have that.
You have that. Well, then F it. I don't know. I guess I could fly. A bull flying? That sounds great.
I mean, that would actually fit pretty well with your companion, since they could pick
Well,
you up.
it lets you glide, but you can also
glide.
use them to cut stuff. They'll harden and sharpen.
What I was saying is you could use it where what's your first name?
Did anybody get the venomous pear?
That was one of my options. No.
I don't think so.
What was the bird's name?
Bennu.
Bennu.
These are the two Kopeshes, because I already have a Kopesh. And I think this was the one that I was thinking about before, and that's why it's frustrating me, because I couldn't remember. So the two Kopeshes, one bearing the semblance of a viper and the other one of a scorpion. One basically is poison, one is venom. Whenever you hit a poison creature, the viper blade, the creature is blinded until the end of the next turn. Whenever you hit a poison creature with a scorpion blade, the venom stiffens and locks its muscles, and it's restrained until the end of the next turn.
If you're proficient with scimitars, then
Yeah.
they're good.
Um,
But I don't know if you're proficient with that kind of weapon.
Well, I mean, she
I
has one already, so I
Druids
think she
are.
yeah.
is. Yeah.
I already
Oh, she already
have.
has
Yeah,
scimitar.
I got my Kopesh, and then I think I got like an axe, and that's only because I'm a farmer.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I think that's what I will want.
Okay.
That over the scepters, the sandbright
Hon-
scepters.
Honestly, for me, it was either the Kadachi Control Cane or the Radiant Crown.
There's a cane.
The Kadachi Control Cane. It's a cane sword.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Modified
know.
memory.
I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which lovely thing for a bard, but I don't think I'm playing that kind of bard.
You get out. Yeah, I'll take the venomous pear,
Okay.
and then I'll have to not explain to people the difference between the two. Here. It's so hot in my room.
It's so hot everywhere on this side of the house.
Can I like crank the AC up to 50?
Excuse me.
The problem is the AC isn't cooling. And I think the coolant, like I checked all the motor and everything, it seems to be fine. And but we would have to get someone who knows AC stuff out here to look at it and see what's going on with it.
We go with ball heating and air. Did you hear me before I left, Keontae?
Mm-mm.
I take the Radiant Crown.
Okay. Kara, why do you have two Said Sovereign's war plates in your inventory?
Probably because you dropped one in there without checking.
Alright. You guys should be able to drag and drop them, right?
Well, let me find out in a moment. Save this. Do this, do this. I take the Radiant Crown. Oh, I can. Cool.
So yeah, you guys just
So now, let me make sure that this has an attack tied to it. Does not.
yeah, they aren't fully set up, so they have to be um
Yeah, I can fix that. Um, okay, no, equipment usage is no, that's a free.
Yeah, so you want me to complete this? Or you want me to roll? Or whatever?
yeah, that's your health for your level up.
Okay, am I rolling or am I
Roll.
One enemy within a
Yeah, I
range.
rolled a 1 for my health, so, you know,
I think we.
why I hate rolling.
Oh wait, don't
Well,
we have a
that's
grace thing on that?
we didn't set one up from the notes that I have. Have we
Oh,
decided that we were only going to roll? We weren't going to take average.
well, I thought you had the thing of it. You can re-roll on a 1 or below
Um,
a
I
certain
don't,
amount.
I don't have a note on that, but
That's how you did it in Titans.
yeah. Do you guys want to do re-roll on one?
I would love to re-roll on a 1.
Let's say yeah. At
well,
least you get one more chance.
the roll button, but nothing happened. So I just
Well,
hit
I'm
complete.
re-rolling then. That is a lot better.
Add 6 more to your HP. Keontae, did you
Okay.
hear Lex?
I'm not sure what's going on with that.
Sorcerers is a D8, right?
Also the D6, Nick.
Okay.
Let's
Okay,
say.
then how do I
Sorry,
roll?
you didn't have to get so defensive about that
Yeah,
gauntlet.
it's a D6. Luckily I still have the page cache before Wikidot died.
Mhm.
It's one of the sad parts about being a sorcerer and a wizard. You got the worst hit die.
Which is weird because I have the most health out of everyone in the.
What happened? I just had the items in Lex's inventory. There.
Radiant Crown. Um,
How do we get it to override our max health thing?
oh, I did just a moment ago. Dobat. Hover over the word hit points, and there should be a gear.
Mm-hmm.
Maximum hit points override. Just change the number.
Yeah, just add what your roll was or whatever.
Yeah, it's not doing that though.
I don't
You have
remember.
to
How do
double
you
confirm
level
it.
up the character sheet?
You gotta make sure you change the overall bonus to whatever number, and then make sure you hit
No,
the save
no, no,
button.
no. Just literally change the big number. Just
Yeah.
click it, type in the big number, and I just did it.
Oh, Nick, you're gonna want to go to features and classes.
Yeah, so you have to double click save once you type in the new number.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not showing the right number. It's
Well,
not
What
then
showing
am
what I
refresh
type in
forward
there.
because it's an error on your end.
You have to double confirm it.
What
what
are you
am I
saying?
rolling, you guys?
Druid's 1d8, so /R base 1d8.
Plus your Constitution modifier.
My Constitution modifier, which is
Okay,
the
I
plus
don't know
one.
why it did it like that, but okay.
What's your Constitution score?
I don't know. Is it 13?
It's a 1. It added the +1, but you got a 1, so you can re-roll.
Oh, you can't hear me.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good because I was up in
So
the back.
/R 1d8 plus 1.
So 5. So add 4 more to your. So add. Well, actually, wait. So you didn't.
It's 6.
Well, I was trying to make sure if she clicked the dice thing earlier and it actually added to her HP or not.
Oh, I have no idea.
It sounds like she is having technical issues again.
I just need to understand what I'm doing.
Yay, my armor deck gown should be.
When I do, let's see.
Deontay.
I really need to sell some stuff. I am sitting on so many
Yeah, I've got a bunch of basic stuff
things
that I have.
that cost
Yeah.
not 7 figures, almost 6
But
figures together.
So
Yeah, we have a
dexterity.
lot of loot that we need to sell. We got some scimitars and
Am I
stuff.
supposed to override my max?
Yes.
Am I adding to that?
Hmm.
Yes.
So I'm adding 6 to my max.
Yes.
Okay.
Equip this. It's a flat DC of 15. For a damage roll of 4d6. So I'll have to specify at the time of. Okay, so I'm going to set it to radiant for now. I'll specify later. Okay.
Did you say something about adding 4 to something?
Ignore me. Add 6.
Okay. Add 6 to the max. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know if the first roll had already added your HP or not.
we're
Yeah.
still in that.
Okay. Let me test my
I'm
magic.
auditory again.
Huh?
I'm auditory again.
Okay.
I was temporarily muted while I opened the bag.
Okay, so that does that. I should probably fix those dice.
He's laughing.
This should technically be a trinket. I don't know why it was considered light armor. Uh, okay, I'll go with that. So my crown has been created.
All right, so you should be able to do a. Oh,
There.
what?
Where's that? Those cards I was looking at last night.
Right there.
Right. Yep. What? Your weapon is all set up, Lex.
Okay.
Whenever you want it equipped, you just hit the shield in your inventory, and it'll switch that to the weapon that you have equipped.
Okay. All right.
All your weapons are scimitars.
She should
Are
have
they?
a whip.
Well, the gunless is a scimitar. The minimus spear is a scimitar. The halberd's a halberd, and you
Mhm.
always have your whip,
Mhm.
and you have your sickle.
Mhm.
I think the seas are calling you.
Well, that's just the weapon stats that they're using. So,
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I've got
Sure.
2 daggers, a rapier, and a sling. That's kind of why I wanted a longsword. Or the gunless. But I can probably buy a skim on the market.
I mean, they
I
have the
mean, if you
candy
just look through the
longsword, but that's you'd have to give up the
Crown.
crown for that.
Yeah. Well,
Also,
actually,
I think we just established that we have an overabundance of cutlasses.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
Darby,
we
can
have
I
an
borrow?
overabundance of scimitars as well.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And leather armor and
Yeah. I mean, we're probably gonna have to take some time with this level up and just do a let's empty our inventory kind of thing.
All right.
let's go do a store run.
Has everyone picked their magic items and it's in their inventory?
Yes.
yes.
All right. The prince leads you guys out with all the guards watching you guys very closely as you're moving along in the hallways before you guys finally exit.
Except
Y-
for me,
hmm?
because I stayed the night.
Well, this is the
Oh, that's right. This is the next
The
morning.
next day.
yeah, this is the
Okay.
next morning. You guys are coming from the Royal Armory.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, if Prince Hassan um, bids you farewell. Oh, and he goes back to his post. He still has a ton of paperwork to take care of, based off of his decrees that he made yesterday. And
I mean, I imagine
the
he's gonna have to answer for a good bit of those.
yeah, um the rest of the day is yours as you are handed like spirit stones and materials that you would need to increase your strength. And you're directed to places. There are places in the city that you can go, or you can go back to where you were staying the night to um, perform the ritual to increase your strength.
Okay.
Um, who got the jar? Did you
That
get
was
it
Nissa.
me.
for her or did you get it for you?
I got it for her.
Okay. You want to come with me to give it to her?
Sure.
Or sure. Awesome.
Sounds good.
She's gonna look over at you guys. It's, give what to who?
Oh, I thought that she left. You said that she had left last time.
Hassan had left. Hareem has not.
I thought
Yep.
she left and went to whatchamacallit.
Not
Um,
yet.
no, she had stayed outside because she wasn't allowed to go in, but she basically had just been waiting for y'all.
Oh, okay.
That
Oh.
works.
Yep.
So, job.
This. Here you go.
Um, like you hand her the jar. This is Why did you? I thought you were getting this for yourself.
There was nothing really I needed in there.
And why not grab anything extra for those in want?
Like you see her eyes tear up. You gave up the get out of
Calm,
you gave
calm,
you gave
calm.
up a get out of their free token for me.
Delva's just gonna keep quiet for a moment. He's like, yeah, we kind of have our own. Out of game.
Like you can see her bottom jaw quivering, and like these big Steven Universe tears welling up in her eyes.
My goodness. At least like turn around. Look that way. Please.
Delvat will spawn a handkerchief or whatever for her.
Don't give her that. Wipe your. What is this?
Like she like looks up like straight up like she puts her nose in the air and she sort of sucks in her feelings.
There you go. Come
Thank
on,
you.
let's go. Let's go
Oh,
grab something. Come, let's just go.
Yep.
Every
Um,
time.
and one thing I'm gonna go back to the cart. To, do we want to keep a two-person tent, or do you guys just want me to sell it?
I think. Wait, why do we have a two-person tent?
Because I got a two-person tent as part of my starting gear, and I've been lugging
right.
around this 20-pound tent for the
You're
past
not gonna
however
be
long.
able to. You're not gonna be able to take the wagon everywhere you go. Like you
Yeah, that
don't.
would be
hmm
helpful when we
Is it?
leave here.
Well, I thought we had a wagon of some.
Well, we
We
also
Well,
do.
have the
technically,
other tent as well.
Let's
well, we
pack.
need to
Let's take
hide
that.
that wagon for a bit while we work on um
Branding it.
redesigning it so that it doesn't look like a stolen government vehicle.
Okay.
Mm.
'Cause
I
I'm
think
just
we
trying to
do
figure
that
out.
pretty well.
I'm thinking of cleaning out my inventory, and I've got this 2-person tent that we're probably not going to need.
Well, but there is a
Yeah.
lot of stuff we need to clear out.
Yeah.
And then we do have the traveling house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I could throw the 2-person tent in the traveling house.
Yeah, we can actually go
What's the
in the
traveling
traveling house
house?
and
That's the
decorate
thing
it.
Yura was stuck in while she was
Mm-hmm.
recovering.
It's basically a house inside of a little, kind
Bag.
of like a dollhouse that it's a dollhouse that you can basically pocket dimension and go into it. It's a real house.
Yeah, so we can actually like put stuff in there. And then I'll keep that
Mm-hmm.
house stored in the mist chest.
What all is the minute does it actually have in it, like room wise?
I don't know. I haven't been in there yet. I guess that'll give us something to do, right?
You know, that will give us something to do. Check out what's actually in the house. Do we have like a kitchen? Do we just have bedrooms? Like, what is it? What amenities does this house provide us?
We also want everybody to know
We
that
might
we
even have
have
a
the
swimming pool in it. Don't even know.
Oh yeah,
nice
Kiari.
do renovations.
Mm-hmm.
Kiari.
Yes.
What are you doing with your old armor?
Let me try something. Hello, hello.
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 Okay, I was fixing my headphones. So with my old armor,
Yes. I
um,
think you said it was plate or like a scale mail.
yeah, um, well, if you wanna, if you wanna find it, I'm in the card, currently.
I'm there too, and that's why. So, hey Mana,
Yes.
since you're using that, I think you're going to start using that plate mail. What are you going to do with the old scale mail?
Mm, Well, my initial plan was to just keep it on standby in case something happens in the future.
I might be able to use it now.
Is that so?
My
Well,
let's say my skill set has changed as he like flicks his hand and a wisp of dark energy appears momentarily.
you could just say that you've been training with other armors. That's a bit more specific.
Yeah. Well,
If,
because I haven't been training. I used the inheritance.
yes. Memories of the past. Well, then if you'll let me see. Mana will take out some measuring tape. Mm, Let's see. The earliest we'd probably be traveling or delving into the tomb would be tomorrow. I'll have it resized for you by then.
Very well. Just thought I could use the upgrade. Mage armor and leather armor are nice and all, but given recent experiences, I'd like a little bit.
Magic is useful, but an over-reliance on it can lead to devastation.
And that's why I got the power of the. Actually, wait. The term warlock does exist, correct?
Yeah.
Well, I'm making sure because I said barbarian before or blood rage before, and in universe the term doesn't exactly mean the same.
Mhm.
That's why I went down the path of the warlock.
Oh, so you sold your soul?
Somewhat. It's
Well,
not
I hope.
particularly to a patron like that. This one is more the path of blades. I believe the term used most commonly was the hexblade.
Selling your soul to a sword, selling it to a demon, they're the same thing.
Except I haven't sold my soul to anything.
Well, the point is that your will is not your own anymore.
Hmm.
Be careful.
I
Well,
did
I say
I
be.
did want to ask, As which of the two, like which of the entities are you getting the hex blade from?
That was my curiosity too, because I remember we had joked before about how mine could be tied to the rune harp or just like a harp or something, and we did this Genshin style with transforming weapons or whatever. But given that I'm pretty sure I used Layla's thing and we're doing this through Layla, I'll be tied to Layla anyways, which I
Okay,
already kind of was. Which is why I was thinking of getting the gunless if I could,
gotcha.
I
because
hope. I was gonna say, I hope the relationship you build together will be a fruitful one,
well, as he
and
kind
one
of
to
looks at
don't
the
be
mark,
taken advantage of.
as Dobet looks at the mark, I was already kind of tied to her. What's one more?
I suppose. Oh, can you do me a favor?
Which is,
Since I'm taking care of this armor for you,
hmm?
I want to plan an event for Junior. Eh, eh, They've been taking Simon's death really poorly. Eh,
Yeah,
We're
we
about to
kind
go.
of just left the kid there, didn't we?
eh, Yes, it was irresponsible. Even if it was necessary to get our vengeance, it was still irresponsible not to set something up beforehand. And-
Hmm.
But but after I finish transferring in this material from my old armor to my new armor, I need to go speak with Picari about things.
Okay. Well, what do you need me for?
Well, oh, 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 I imagine with your uh, background, you know a good few stories that might be appropriate for a child.
Dobet thinks for a moment, thinks of all the historical stuff he's read about, thinks about all the stories he's heard about at the bars. Yeah, at the taverns. You would think, but I'm not entirely sure. Remember where my specialty lies.
Yes, you're rather intelligent, and that means even if a story is not truly appropriate, I imagine that someone of your skill should be able to modify it to make it more uplifting.
That can be arranged.
Thank you.
Um, let's see here. Oh, now that I think about it, as Dobet pulls out the staff from before, I can actually use this thing now. Do you have any need of a ring of water walking?
Mm. Well, given the increased weight a disarmor will bring about, well, it would probably be useful for me in circumstances where we're around large bodies of water.
Okay, can I? I cannot. I don't think I can give to a person, and I can't edit tiles or create tiles and stuff.
Does it allow you to drag it into the um inventory? The
Character list. Let's see. Mana. Did you get a ring of water walking?
let's see, inventory.
It would be under equipment.
No,
I
but
don't.
what I meant was the item tab.
I tried that earlier, and it gave me the same user lacks permission. Because otherwise, there would also be a two-person tent in there. If you want to try
Oh,
and look.
let's see. I should have it where you guys can put stuff in the wagon.
Well, where's the wagon? Because I just see the Arun Armory, the Inheritance of Blood, and then my two failed attempts.
It should be an unnamed characters.
Actors, unnamed characters, the Noxian wagon. Okay. Let me see.
It should allow you guys to directly move stuff in and out.
Okay, so there is a ring of water walking in the Noxian wagon. And I'll just add this 2-person tent in there. Which, how many of those did I get?
There were 3 rings of water walking total.
Okay, so I'll put all 3 in the wagon for now. And then I'll delete the one from my inventory.
Hello, Noxian wagon.
Um, it's if you hadn't noticed, its armor class has gone up. Oh, I need to knock its strength down by 2 since the camel is weaker than a horse.
I'll take the tent out of my inventory. Don't really need these.
All right. You guys are doing that. What's Picard going to be doing after she finishes is absorbing the energies from the crystals and whatnot?
And I'm an AFK.
Well, she did get. I missed last session, but she did get her artifact, didn't she?
What did you got all? Oh yes, you do have that. For some, like as you're pulling it out and unwrapping it and looking at it, it feels like it doesn't feel like you thought it would. Like when you would see it on occasion on the end of the staff, it looked something like it looked kind of something reverent, something that you could believe is like doing something good. But as you're like holding it, you can feel something's pulling, like pulling you into this thing. The more you look at it, the more you hold it, the more of an uneasy feeling you're getting in your gut.
Okay, she's gonna wrap it back up.
Mm. Did anyone tell Picari about the thing, what's inside of there? 'Cause I'm just
Sorry,
throwing
we
that.
can't hear you.
I feel like we would have talked about it during the trip if we had the opportunity.
There may be a demon inside of there, just.
Just a normal Tuesday.
I mean, can I get a refresher though? Because
Um,
I don't quite remember myself the
yes.
details.
Apparently, there's some ancient evil that's been locked away inside of it. And it briefly showed itself while it was in the possession of um, you're a bad guy.
I think a possession is a weak way of saying it was implanted in her chest.
hmm
Would a Darby have cleaned the blood and stuff off of it before or handing it over?
Off of what?
Off of the thing that was embedded in your chest that survived the crushing?
This happened what, yesterday?
Yeah,
Mm.
it would have
I
happened.
mean,
Oh,
yeah.
it would have been like two nights ago.
Yeah, I mean, I would have wiped it off and put it in my pocket type of thing. Not a it would have probably still got some flakes on it. A little crusty.
Okay. So yeah, you can tell that it hasn't been thoroughly cleaned. Like there's a little bit of blood in the crevices, but it's, dried over time.
Okay. Yeah, she's just gonna wrap it back up and whatever I guess it's wrapped in
Right.
and stick it in her bag.
Can we explore the tiny house?
Right. Um, yes, you
It's a
would.
tiny house.
After tuning to the tiny house, I was, um, who would all would be hanging out there? I guess it'd be you, Nissa. Would nobody be hanging around?
Um, I went back to the cart last night, so I guess I would be there.
Right. So, oh yeah, the three of you and the prince go inside this little tiny hut. It's like a very comfortable log cabin like feel. So it's very warm and cozy. You you can smell it like smells like medicinal herbs to an extent, but not in like a bad way. And the room is very well put together. There's four doctors cowering behind a table in the corner. The stove is on. There seems to be like a pot boiling with some soup or something. Hey, there's a nice sitting area. Um, there's a huge, like the main area has been cleared out with a very large table. It has a lot of like surgical equipment around it. It's been like thoroughly messed up and broken. You know, just
Is there anyone in here?
yeah. There's four doctors cowering behind a table in the corner.
What are they still doing in here, even?
They
That's-
never were let out.
Oh, get, get,
just get
get.
out.
Oh wait, they weren't jettisoned out into space?
Are they Noxian doctors?
Um, you could assume.
Okay, y'all stay right here.
Um,
Um,
excuse me. Are you here
uh,
to help us? Because we've been locked in here for what seems like days.
help you make soup
Our patient,
or
our patient sort of got up off the operating table and floated out. Oh, our guards has tried to prevent her from floating out, but got pushed out as well. And we can't exactly open the door from this side.
Oh, this is
um,
inside the. Oh.
how do we open the door from the inside?
Only the person who's the owner of the house can go freely go in and out.
Oh, let's test this out. I'll go open the door.
You're able to open the door, and when you open the door, you appear on the outside of the house.
Ooh.
Oh wait, does that mean that we're stuck in here, or can we leave and go as well?
If Adarpi so wishes, you guys are able to enter and leave as you see fit.
I reach in and pull them out?
Um, no, but you can give them permission to leave.
Okay, I give them permission to leave. The
Nobody,
doctors, on the other hand, you guys stay right here. We'll be right back.
nobody like didn't even hesitate when you said that. He does. It is his worst thing that he hates is being trapped. So he right immediately when he gains permission, he's out. He did not know. He did not know this is what he was walking into.
Prison his own self.
Yep. Well, I think we found ourselves a new prison if we need one.
Look, and it has soup and doctors.
Those prisoners are going to have a better health plan than we will.
Damn.
You guys will imprison in foreign doctors inside of your magic item dimension. Okay.
Well, if we come and go, we'll make sure that, they we can probably um what's it called when you become friends with your captor?
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah,
Film.
we can Stockholm syndrome them into just staying and being okay with living in this tiny house. And then eventually, as time passes, we can allow one to leave and come back. And then eventually we can trust them all out after about a year and a half of them walking to the market and then coming straight back to the tiny house, closing the door, staying.
I don't know. I'm not sure that's too humane.
That's not very kosher of you, but that is you have that ability now.
I
Why do
do,
I
I
sense human
do.
rights violations in the other room?
We can make a decision about what to do with them later. Um, but I guess that'd be a place where we store everything. And if we let them free, we can let them know that um, whatever her name is, that she escaped. Not that she died, but that she escaped.
Okay. Are you going to let them out, or are you just going to?
Oh, I haven't made that decision yet.
Okay.
They it was like their soup will get cold. They can. I'll be back. Like I told them. Um,
Well, they would owe us if we let them out.
did they like? Was there any books in there, or is it just like a standard blank slate house?
It's like a kind of a blank slate house. There's no extra rooms or anything. It's all one big room. There's
Okay.
it has a kitchen and a chimney as well as a large seating and sleeping area. Alright, you also acquired a mist chest. So,
Yeah.
oh, it's basically a magic item that's been made from a mimic. So your mist chest can look like whatever you would like.
Is there anything in it, or is it empty?
It had all the stuff that a Barbie has now: the gun list, the Leviathan leathers, there's um, so on and
I
so
think
forth.
I can make it. I was gonna make it a necklace, um,
Mhm.
like a locket or something. I don't know.
Yes, and it is not an extra dimensional storage. There is a physical chest that exists somewhere on this plane, and but you can summon it to yourself as a bonus action.
Ooh. So
So,
okay.
sorry, let me correct myself. As a bonus action, you can transform it from a regular treasure chest into the object. So
Oh,
essentially, you're not summoning it. What you're doing is you would take the necklace off, speak the password, and it'll turn into a treasure chest.
okay. And the password is whatever
It
I choose.
whatever you choose.
Okay. Um, but you said that the chest is somewhere here on the plane, right?
It so the necklace is the chest. Sorry. So
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought at
essentially,
first. I
it's
just
changing
changed it.
form,
Okay.
but it is not an extra dimensional storage space, so it will not be affected by the um, container
How?
and a container rule. I don't know.
Yeah, because I was saying I can keep the house in there, not the other way around.
You could technically keep the house in there. It can hold up to 100 pounds of weight.
Hmm. Yeah, and then I can keep the stuff in the house, right?
Yes, the house is a small one-room cottage, so you can essentially, if you would like, you can fill that house with as much stuff as that one-room cottage can store, or
Hmm.
and then put that inside of the chest, and then turn the chest into the necklace.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's all right. I'll do that then. Um, because I know that my carry weight isn't a lot.
And a question for you:
Mm.
Is it a good idea to be carrying around a dead person's belongings when we are also traveling with their relative?
Which is why I'll be putting everything in, and then she can't
Hmm.
tell what the necklace is because
Hmm.
it's,
Read,
and honestly,
yeah.
if I wanted to be like my earrings or my bull ring, then it could be the bull ring too. My nose
Hmm.
ring. It could be
Hmm.
anything.
Hmm.
But I mean the boots, like anybody could have these boots, you know?
Hmm.
And the steel armor, like I don't even know this woman. So like I don't have to wear it all the time.
Hmm.
And if I move fast with the boots, she won't even see the armor that I have
Hmm.
on. And then when I use the is that where I got the gunless from?
Yeah.
It's, anybody can have a gunless. Like, come on, come on. Just because all three of these things line up with something her sister had doesn't mean
I,
maybe I shouldn't wear the armor at the same time as using the gunless.
I'm just saying,
I'll think.
I mean, yes, you have a point there, but a lot of times they have distinguishing marks that can
So can I
where you
take
can tell.
something? Do I have the
so I
ability
will let you
to?
know that that seal hide armor is made out of baby harp seal fur.
Okay, so I probably won't use that.
It's a
Hmm.
it's
Um,
a very unique piece of equipment made out of a. It's like very white and very noticeable. I mean, it's better armor than what you
I
currently
mean,
have.
I have tinker tools. Can't I tinker with, not tinker, is it tinker tools? It's the same way that I fixed everybody's shoes and repaired everything and made it look better. Can't I do
Um,
that with that?
yes, because the armor itself is mundane. And the jacket, the Leviathan leathers, no, you would need an artificer to modify that item's appearance. And you only know three artificers. I mean, Dea's the artificer.
Yeah.
Um, Mana's an artificer.
Mono would
Mm,
probably be your best bet.
And Picard is an artificer.
I would ask Bakari then if she would help me at least change the look of the armor. Um, I mean, I can't really wear it anyway because it's seal armor. I mean, it's steel hide. And then even with the Leviathan leathers, um, as a druid, I'm not really.
No, no. Druids are incentivized to wear hide and leather armor, not metal.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's
Are
why,
you sure? Because
yes, that's
I thought it said otherwise.
druids can. So, druids can wield metal weapons, but they're it's usually against their code to wear metal armor.
Hmm.
And even the metal weapons that they do use, they're supposed to, like, if we go by the older rules, they're supposed to be, there's rituals that they have to do for all those weapons, and they have to be made a certain way to, that it's too much of a
They only
bother.
can boost the speed once.
Yes, it's
Mm.
once per short rest.
Oh, okay. So what
Basically,
are we all
druids
doing?
could wear up to medium armor.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of why you got the seal hide armor, because it's medium armor. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you
Um,
it takes your armor class from like a base 13 to a 15, I think. Yeah, a 15. So it would be used. It is a good armor because you weren't wearing armor before now.
yeah.
I mean, those seals are already dead.
Hmm.
I imagine Yura is the kind of person that would get her armor, like, still have the face of the harp seal as, like, in the brooch section of her armor.
Yeah, let's try and cover that up maybe.
That's a little creepy. Just having a baby seal
Well,
face just stuck on your chest.
I also have like my cape, so I guess I can hide that too. But let's start with changing the color at
Hmm.
least. Is there such thing as a blue seal?
I mean, yeah, you can always dye it. You actually do have pigments,
I
the
do,
magic, those magical pigments.
Hmm.
but I don't want to ruin it. Um,
Well, we could go into town and get some stuff to, since we do need to go sell stuff.
yeah, but I
I
couldn't
posted
find
a
my
picture of
color.
the seals,
Which I do.
and they have little eyebrows and everything.
They're adorable. Oh my god, I feel like they're adorable. Give me a minute.
Oh, you know what? Hey, Kante.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you added the cart? Why don't you add a tab for things that we're going to use or trade?
Oh, you mean like
Not use or trade, like we're gonna sell or trade. So it's like we have this, but we don't actually want to use it, so anyone can just grab it, or
well,
we're going to sell this.
putting it in a storage receptacle like the wagon would probably be the best thing to do for that. Um,
Sorry, we can't hear you.
Mm,
the Chiari explode.
Your
Evidently.
dad called him.
Yes,
mm.
probably to get that compressor.
Your dad was throwing shade earlier.
I'm back. I was just
Um,
thinking, yeah, I am going to
okay.
find. I'm gonna find some people if I'm done with my armor. That should take an hour.
Yeah. You, yeah, you guys are able to modify
Nyla.
their equipment and do what you need to. Cool. Is there is there anything role player wise that anyone needs to do before we move on to you guys heading towards the tomb?
Not
Yes.
that.
Yes. What do you need?
Hmm? Oh, oh. I wanted to talk to Nobody and Picari about something.
Okay. At some point in the day, Mana's going to um, come find Nobody in Picard while they're hanging out, getting prepped to head out. I guess this will be while Picard is presumably helping Adarpi with the whole armor situation.
Yeah, she can help.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm? Eh, Hmm. Oh, Picari.
Hmm.
I had two things I wanted to ask you. What's the favorite thing of yours that Junior's had so far?
Repeat that?
What's the favorite thing? What has Junior enjoyed the most of your cooking?
I'm trying to remember.
He's a master cook. Everything.
I
Um,
know I made something one time that he really liked. I'm trying to remember what it was.
it was the
All the
sweets that
sweets.
you had made.
Yeah. But Mana said couldn't eat them all.
Okay. I think there were some sweets I made once.
Hmm. Would you mind providing me the recipe?
I
That boy is gonna
can,
he's
but
gonna
I
be sadly
don't
disappointed.
know if you would be able to make them.
Hmm?
Sweets can be a little complicated. They tend to
That's
be a little on the pricier side too, as far as ingredients go.
well, yes, and he's not particularly one to hold his tongue when it comes to his taste.
Nope.
Ikar was more the thought it count kind of child.
Or even is your child at the moment.
What are you trying to do?
He was there to witness Simon's passing. Mm, mm. I wanted to give him a good day before we went to the tomb and set him up to be taken care of while we're away. I felt making him something for him would help the talk go a bit easier.
When do you plan on having this talk?
Probably this afternoon before bed.
What time is it now?
Sunset's in probably about an hour.
Oh, Jesus. You don't have time to make anything.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably make a device that could help expedite the cooking process.
You've already tried
She's
that
gonna make a
before.
face. Picari's gonna make a face.
Do you not remember how that went last time?
But the first draft is never the best draft.
He's just chuckling to himself as he's examining the staff.
I'll see if I can whip something up for you within that time.
I would appreciate it. Oh, Adarby, would you be able to see if Harim would be able to put Junior up at the station for a little bit?
I can ask, but he. Uh, I think that you gotta remember that she's gonna be busy, and he has a tendency of getting himself into stuff
Well,
or
yes,
being
I
quite
do.
distracting.
Well, yes, I only have limited contact with Harim's uncle, though, so I can't schedule a play date yet.
So I do technically have a way to keep him out of trouble.
Putting him inside of one of those jail cells.
No, putting him inside of the pocket house.
I
Oh,
don't I don't think putting him inside of a makeshift hospital is going to be good for his mental health.
he would be fed and well taken care of. And I
Is there
mean, we don't
someone
think
in
he's
there to feed him?
The doctors.
Yep.
There are people that can be in there
Oh
with
yeah,
him.
wait, no, Mana doesn't know.
I don't even know.
Doctors?
There are people that can be in there with him. And besides, we got to have somewhere for the baby to go.
So, just to
Is
be
the
clear,
baby still at the bar?
No,
are
right,
you
right, right when you say that, nobody just stops, stares blankly, and just like, baby?
There's just like there's this ba- like this bright blue baby cobalt that's been essentially riding on the back of
Benny.
Bennu for the past little while. He was instructed not to talk to anyone, so he's currently doing that.
Ah,
Yeah,
what?
because he's
As much as I do enjoy the chaos of children, I don't think of what we do really is safe for infants.
well, he's more of not of an infant, but a bug that got turned into an infant, and he's been here for a long time. So I guess he's like an infant
we need
because
to
he's ignorant to today, but he's knowledgeable. So he's like a reincarnated infant,
ask
and
Kareem
it's
if there's a
not his
daycare.
body. Oh, okay.
Nobody's.
Somebody needs to explain.
Also,
No, nobody is just now squinting at a Darby and looking at the baby on Benu's back and
Benny
just
just running back and forth, exhausted.
no. And I will just go back to examining the staff. All I will say is don't let nobody ever find out that's a reincarnated god.
Yeah, it's not that.
Don't. Something's
It's just
sus
a
about it, but
bug.
he's like, you know what? I'm not gonna question it right now. We have other things we need to worry about.
oh, oh,
Um,
that reminds me. You two were away. You two were you two were outside with me, E, but I don't think you ever had an opportunity to hear nobody's. How do you word it? Not doctrine. What's the word?
I want to say word, but I don't think it's that. Ideology?
Yeah, ideology. I think word.
Dogma?
I was going to say manifesto.
No, not a
Belief system.
manifesto.
I think manifesto has too much of a negative connotation.
Exactly why I wasn't gonna say it.
I mean, how nobody goes about it, it doesn't really set up a lot of positive connotation about the gods. So
Is that mithril ringmail the armor, Kiari?
No, I haven't
No, that
added
was
it
some
yet.
other armor that we
Okay.
had that we got from. Can't remember who we got it off of, but that was APEP,
Okay.
and then I was like, I can't use it because it's heavy armor, and I can't I can only go armorless.
Yeah. I held off
ooh,
telling them because I feel like you explain things better.
Is
I
it
did.
something
oh,
necessary for me to know?
you just want me to give them the lowdown?
Yeah. Also, oh, as for those doctors you have imprisoned, and either
Huh?
freeze them or kill them.
Uh, I doctors and imprisoned. I
Priest.
don't. I don't know what you're talking
And here
about.
I
I'm gonna
thought we
go
were
and see
being
if
more
there's a.
honest with
I'm
each
gonna go
other.
and see if there's a daycare nearby.
I have no
I'll
idea what
go with you.
Out of game. Didn't a Darpy just kind of outright state to the entire party, "Hey, I kind of killed all those people."
No, I said that I killed what's her face, and that
Yeah.
was it.
Mhm.
Hmm,
Okay.
okay. Ooh. Okay. No, I have an idea. Okay. Nobody will chuckle to himself. No worries, dear friend. We have plenty of time for that on the road. Um, Mostly because, at a game. Why you gotta put me on the spot like that, bro?
Well, I felt it was a prudent time, um, as as likely tomorrow we'll handle the tomb, but after that, there's a lot of things up in the air.
Well,
Yeah.
the reason why I'm saying maybe I should hold off until the like when we start writing over, um, because I think I should probably actually write down what I want to say because I
Yeah,
don't want
and
to
then let us read it.
say something and accidentally like contradict nobody's beliefs.
Mhm.
So I I will do a sermon for y'all and on stream if you would like, just a short little like paragraph before the game starts, but that's pretty much it. Or
Okay.
I'll do that because I uh, b- if I would if I known this ahead of time, I would have had something prepared.
Yeah, I forgot to mention it, but yeah. I also wanted to ask Picard, what do you plan to do now?
Oh, Picari's gone.
Oh, when did Picard leave?
Oh, well, see, I was typing something up, which was that. You asked her for stuff within the hour to make sweets, so she left.
Like Bakari left immediately.
That's what Picari's doing right now. I was typing so I didn't interrupt.
Yeah,
And
you
I
see.
did do my research,
Hmm.
so
Well, this is awkward. The two people that I wanted to learn more about. Uh,
you wanted sweets within the hour. Picari left. She's Russian.
that's
Yep.
Picari's pride because Amana asked for the recipe so he could go cook it himself.
She can't let her recipe be degraded by your touch.
Oh,
Damn.
Right.
Yeah, she left a while ago, right after she agreed to make the sweets for you.
Oh,
But yeah, that's what she's doing right now, and I did do my research. Carob should be common in this area because it's a plant that grows in this environment.
Okay.
So it can be used as a substitute for cacao.
All right. Hey.
Is there a daycare?
Yes, you guys do find a local orphanage slash daycare.
Sure.
Oh no, we're scarring this kid even more.
Do you have something
No.
that's
You're
not?
abandoning me, Papa.
Do we have
If
something
he
that's
just
not
happens to
also an
have,
orphanage?
Well,
look, you
so
can't
it's
speak for
the
him.
it's a
This is your child.
this is the basically this is the only school in the area in Stone Grind. So it's
I'll be right back.
it's the orphanage, it's a daycare, and it's a school.
Let's just hope that they don't confuse who belongs where. Maybe put like a name tag on their wrist.
They'll explain to you guys that any child that's not picked up within a month automatically gets
A
put
mom?
yeah, automatically gets put it gets it's reclassified as an orphan and then in is up for adoption.
My God, are these people just leaving their kids here for like
Yes. I'm a,
3 weeks and then getting them back?
Um, yes, because
I could
sometimes
do that.
sometimes when miners go north to the mines, they are there for like they're not there for like a day. They're there for like several days to like a couple of weeks sometimes, and, like just working nonstop, and then they take a break for a little while. The whole time that they're gone, they need a place for their children to go.
Um, I will say, since I don't know if this tomb has any time dilation on the deeper floors, but that uh, if if my child is treated, it, it mistreated, or classified as an orphan, and heaven forbid, it it given to another family, there will be consequences.
On
I'm
who?
back.
You're telling this to the poor, or like it's like this bugbear lady you see like wearing this habit and like these this she's basically a nun and she's just this calmly just finishing explaining the whole system and how it works and like you say that it that's nice dearie. Hey, don't worry, we'll take good care of Charles Debonnier here,
It's just Junior.
Junior.
There,
Just Junior. Just Junior.
Well, we have a few juniors, so we have to be very specific.
But I mean, if you don't come back for your kid, that's kind of
uh,
on you.
Mhm.
I'm going to come back,
Okay. But if you don't
and
come
if
back within a month, yeah, I mean, a
Uh,
whole month
she's
of you
going
getting
to
back
she's
to
going
life.
to interrupt. Just don't say anything that might be traumatic as the last thing that you say to your child. But we've had quite a few cases where adventure parents will go off and they'll promise to be back home in time for little Timmy's birthday, and well, it makes the tragedy of the situation hit a little harder.
I think I think it's already happened.
Okay. I'm gonna
To an
remind the baby
extent.
not to say a thing, to keep his mouth shut, and just be a
well,
baby.
oh, I didn't think we were taking them there until the morning before we went into the tomb.
Honestly, we should drop their asses off right now. They
Well,
can
I have
have a peaceful night of
Picard.
sleep.
Picard is speed running a
That would
dessert
be
right now.
that would be hilarious. You guys get back. All right, the kids are gone. Picard brings out this whole chocolatey he, he dessert he, as well
The
like
kid. I thought you were gonna give the kid.
No, these were for me. A junior can just eat whatever they have there. All right, so you guys please have a wonderfully prepared meal by a Picari.
Hold up. I need. There's some stuff I need to do. I gotta prepare before we leave out here, since I really don't have much before going in here. I need to either pick up some uh extermination jobs that are easy and do them, so I can get some ammunition, or go and buy some.
Mm, extermination job sounds fun.
Yep.
Um,
And I guess I need some ammunition too. What all will
Because
I
I'm
need to
sitting
be
at one
able
one right now. I need some stuff. I need some stuff before we go in this thing.
Okay, so you're gonna spend the rest of the day before heading back
all right.
selling it.
Here's what I'll say. They do have ammunition. It's 5 gold per round at a local gun store inside the city itself.
Mhm.
So you gotta go to the upper district.
Essentially, yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Well, I need to take some jobs as well
Can
because
we
my gun bloodshot
can we just
doesn't
take
take normal ammunition.
guns from the sheriff's station?
Oh, that's why you need to do some.
Yeah, because I can refill bloodshot as long as I take blood from a creature. I can refill a number. One of
I'm
its dies worth of
what
ammunition
I'm
for
going to
10 minutes.
say. You will have plenty of opportunities to gain more ammunition for Bloodshot. It is not. You don't need to store up on it right now. You can buy regular ammunition, then- but they have 32 rounds at 5 gold each.
So 32 rounds at 5 gold each.
Hmm.
That's 160 gold for all of them.
I think I would only need like one thing of them. Because 30 rounds is quite a few rounds.
For like 10 rounds.
Hmm?
For like 10 rounds.
I mean, of what for bloodshot or for something else?
For his regular gun.
For my musket.
Well, we can't find see if they have any extra at the place at the sheriff's station.
Um, Not really. They don't actually really have any. They have they have the one guy that has a gun, but that's his personal gun. That doesn't belong to the
Well,
sheriff station.
the sheriffs get discounts on
That
on
that is
guns and weapons.
that is the amount that they are, or that is what they're selling them for to you guys specifically.
Oh,
Adarpa, you still have 10 rounds left that you haven't used,
yeah,
as well as 15 crossbow bolts. But
yeah.
you also have your rifle that doesn't really need to use ammunition because it's a catalyst weapon. So
Yeah,
you don't have to.
but there are situations where I'm not able to use magic. So,
You would need ammunition for the gunless. It's
Oh, I don't.
well, it takes the same ammunition.
Oh,
They all use the same like 5 millimeter or ball round. Yeah. Um.
So how many are you thinking about getting?
I mean, I wouldn't really see a point for me to get any myself.
Um, how much is this stuff to, like a
Gunsmith kit.
yeah,
I believe it's 25 gold.
25 gold? Hmm. That'd be right at what I could get.
How much gold do I have?
You currently have 47 gold in your inventory, but the party also has a bunch of gold in and of itself.
Mm.
All right.
What would a basic scimitar run?
All right. All right. So.
Ow.
Scimitar is 25 gold.
Jeez.
You would like to buy one?
Honestly,
All
do
right.
we have any spare skims?
Actually,
We have two.
give
Hmm?
We already
give
have two scimitars that we got from a cultist and a goblin.
Oh yeah, I'll probably take one of those then.
give me a charisma check.
Raw charisma.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, I'll inspell it. Why not? We're probably about to rest again. Where is my? There it is. 16.
Okay. Um. All right. With that, you're able to commune directly with Layla via your curse mark since it's been upgraded. Ed.
Oh, hello.
But, you can request for a weapon from her arsenal.
I guess that depends on what's in her arsenal.
She has basically a a one of every um, kind of weapon. And essentially,
Well, I
Am I
think it'd
using
be essentially all weapons except for a gun and a what was the one that Zoran took?
Well, I could probably still get a firearm, but it just wouldn't be the magical one. I was about to say, are you basically giving me Pact of the Blade at Hexblade 1?
But you also gotta remember you
See,
can't use a firearm as your hex blade because you don't have firearm proficiency.
yeah,
Okay.
essentially, she will give you one weapon in to act as the catalyst for your contract
Oh,
here.
okay. Oh, the weapons page is up. Okay, I'll work on that then. Continue with shopping. But hey, I've got an upgrade. Nice.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna I'll go on and buy the um gunsmith kit.
All right. It basically it's a tinkerer's kit, but yeah, it comes with molds for making bullets as well as one ingot of lead. It and with that one ingot of lead, you can make 50 rounds. But it takes a basically it's a day of crafting to um, use the kit to craft things. Essentially, just like with any other kind of crafting check.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
uh, Small question: are sling bullets compatible?
This is just you're starting out. Basically, C can give you a longsword to start off with.
No. Okay, are sling bullets compatible with rifles?
Um,
No,
no, because a sling
Uh,
bullet is basically just
a
a
rock.
specialized
okay.
stone or piece of metal that's designed to be thrown from
Mm-hmm.
the sling.
Okay, I was making sure because I had these 15 sling bullets that I had just put in the wagon inventory. I didn't know if those were compatible. I'm probably gonna grab a longsword because versatile.
Yeah.
Should we sell this leather armor and scimitars and
Where
short bow and
we
shield?
what we'll do any kind of selling and extra equipment that needs to be bought, we'll talk about it throughout the week.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
something that we can do out off camera.
Okay. And I'll grab a longsword real quick.
Okay.
And for to state it on camera, for baseline usage, the longsword is gonna be my Hex warrior target unless otherwise stated.
Yes, you have to spend a long rest to reattune them to a different weapon as your hex warrior weapon.
Yep. I'm just stating for brevity's sake. So
Right.
that way I'm not stating at every long rest.
And I'm going to while we're traveling, I'm going to commune with Layla and learn as much gunsmithing from her as I can.
Right. So after a nice meal prepared by a Picari and a good night's rest, as you guys is gear up, um, and first thing in the morning, King Prince Harim is going to um, like meet up with you guys, and you guys are going to start heading towards the, the tomb that's near the city. Uh,
Uh,
The it takes about a day and a half of travel to get there. Nothing really happens on your way, except for Mana. Give me a perception check while you guys are traveling.
Oh, I love doing those.
Okay.
E-
You got a weird feeling in your stomach for a little while there, but that it passed just as quickly.
Hmm.
You guys arrived to a small village, which couldn't be more than like 50 or so people living here. But there's a quite large tavern um, that has quite a few people inside.
Okay.
Um,
Oof.
Ignore that. Just making sure I set it up right.
you see, um, Dea will park the wagon, and she will take out her robotic parrot it, from inside the like one of the undercarriage storage areas. There's as well as a backpack filled with equipment. She's gonna grab her longsword and essentially you're going to get prepared to go inside this dungeon with you guys. It's, unless you choose to have her stay out.
Oh, I didn't realize you would come too.
What, do you think you can handle things without me?
I would hope so. I think it says something about our longevity if we can't.
Fair enough. Then I'll stay here and do more modifications to the wagon. She'll put her bag down and pull out a bunch of tools.
If we require your assistance,
Yeah.
then
Y'all have fun. She like lays down and starts like levitating on the floating disc and slides underneath the wagon, and you just hear her start like welding stuff or riveting things.
She's become Rally the Riveter.
I don't think she's happy with me.
Probably not.
You've noticed
Well,
that
you
she's
don't need
been
that.
you've noticed she's been blue haired Dea for a good long while now. Oh, and you're starting to wonder if she's ever going to switch back to red haired Dea.
Doesn't it? If I remember right,
I
doesn't
gotta
some
walk
part her?
by
Does,
Darby and be like, and whisper to her, be like, "You think she knows?"
No, I think that she doesn't care. Either way it goes.
That's a good story to
I
tell
did
yourself.
want to ask Daya before we go. Um, the last time I heard from your sister before she escaped, um, she said something about she has a child.
She'll slide from underneath the wagon and yeah, there were some rumors about her adopting being a kid or something, and then the kid getting lost or dying during the storm last year.
So there's just a kid out there.
I haven't put much stock into it because I never heard it directly from her, only in rumors.
Well, doesn't me saying what I just said from what she said confirm what you heard?
Yes,
She has
it's
a kid.
it's something that we can investigate while we're out on the road.
Oh, so you're sticking with us.
Well, someone needs to drive your wagon, and no one amongst you guys knows how to do it properly. He says, looking at the camel that's there instead of the horse.
Ooh.
That
Hey,
wasn't on me.
that
I
wasn't on
looked at
my
mom.
fault. That
Why are you
wasn't
looking
because
at
of my
me?
driving.
I, look, the horse being there has nothing to do with driving the carriage, okay? It just simply means that the horse got in the way of a very uncontrolled weapon, um,
I,
because,
I, I don't think you're helping your case there.
Nova just turns and walks away, wishing he had zone of silence.
You know, you should really take a firearm safety class.
Don't
it
stand
was
in front of a loaded
it
gun.
wasn't it wasn't the gun that went off. It was the um
The
damn it.
bone, the
It was
bone axe.
the bone, yeah. It was
Yeah,
that.
It took an
yeah,
axe to the face.
she whiffed and hit the horse.
Hmm.
It was a really bad roll.
Except
So
in
what you're
universe,
saying, did you slip on the sand?
No. Did I say I tripped? Didn't I? I don't know what happened.
You weren't used to the weight of this weapon shifting so much, and it just got out of your control. It was the first time you had used it too, so, well, it,
Hopefully next time it'll be better. I need to practice with it then.
I'd recommend not using it here. I don't want any accidents to take someone's head off.
Well, I can go at a distance as we
no.
travel. Like I can walk like 50 paces behind you guys.
And that wouldn't matter from a ricochet.
I don't know if the area inside the tomb is going to be big enough for that.
Well, I don't have a reason to use it, in the tomb. Besides, I have all of my kopeshes and sickles.
um, like as your guys are having this conversation, a big crocodile man comes out of the um bar, wearing like this weird armor that seems to be made out of like rock candy. He comes up to your group. You guys new in town.
Yep.
No.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, I was gonna get if you're not newcomers, then I guess you don't need my tips. Tips.
I said yes.
He's looking between the two of you guys.
I'm pouting.
We are new in town.
Wait, we aren't really per se newcomers. We have information.
Well, oh, I'm gonna tell you here and now. This tomb's unbeatable. You can get pretty far in it. You can fight the you can fight
Yeah, we know
the
there's a
it
wall at the end that nobody has been able to get past.
exactly. Just giving you that information straight up ahead of time so that you don't get there and get frustrated.
Appreciate
Mm-hmm.
the non-helpful tips. Goodness.
Yep.
Is there anything that's actually helpful? That's gonna
Um,
anything helpful?
if you don't have someone that's good at cooking, you probably don't want to try. You don't want to try the first section and
I
alone.
think we got that one covered.
Um, the second section, the negotiations, they're pretty easy. You just like both sides want peace. All you gotta do is say the right thing,
Mediate.
and then the final section, the betrayal. Well, that's you just have to do what you need to take out the big enemies, and once both of them are down, that's when you get to that wall.
Mm-hmm.
How did you try and come at the wall?
Well, well, I can do this. Like you see him raise his hand, and you see the sand around on him start shifting and moving and solidifying into stones. And then he sort of like lowers his hands, and the stones collapse back into sand. So, so I use my abilities to control Earth to grab onto the wall with all my magic and all my inner energy, and it didn't work. It turns out that candy is not Earth.
It's not.
Well, I didn't know. It's called rock candy, so I assume that rock candy is made out of some sort of mineral.
Sugar. Sugar.
Well, um, hopefully you guys will do good. And there is occasionally someone who will die on the battle sections, but as long as you stay true to yourself and work as a team, this dungeon isn't all that difficult.
Can I ask you one last question?
Yeah.
Does your armor taste good?
I mean, it did once upon a time, but after many years of wearing it and being out and about in the desert, it it's acquired some different flavors.
Oh, oh,
Oh my.
oh. Not even rinsing it off and
No, that just makes it sticky. Which
We
is
didn't
the
take you out
actual,
in the sun to make it sticky.
you would think so, but no, once when it gets wet, it becomes sticky.
So what you're saying is it doesn't melt from the heat.
Or your
No,
sweat.
nope. Just whenever I get wet, the armor becomes sticky and it makes it easier to grab onto people and things.
Hmm.
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 Has any pieces of your armor ever broke off?
Well, if you look at the back, like he turns around, there's a chunk that's been taken out of it. It got this came off when I got hit in the back with an axe, but for the most part, it's pretty protective. I'd probably say about as good as chainmail.
Hmm.
Figured it
So
would be more
another
of an infantry.
question.
Yeah,
How many times have you run this dungeon?
probably about 16.
Did
Hmm.
you try that way of getting to the wall every time?
No, so my allies try different ways. I've run the dungeon with many different people. I was actually looking for a group right now, but it doesn't seem to be any groups that will take me.
Right, right.
And I see you guys already have a capable guide to show you through things. He says, looking over at Prince Harim, who's actually wearing a different outfit than what she normally wears.
I
Hmm.
raised my eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Kareem came too?
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
invited her.
Yeah, that was
No,
part of
that
the
was that
that
was
was part
before
of the
I
deal.
left.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what it is. Like, hey, we help you out. You help us with this.
Mm-hmm.
This seems incredibly dangerous and irresponsible.
Well,
Well,
Hey,
well
she has her synaptic jar now.
yeah.
She'll be
She explains that. it was kind of weird to have someone cut her kidneys out and put them in the jar, but she can still feel them. Like she can still
Oh,
feel where they were, but they're just not there right now.
So just
Yeah.
to be clear, most people are not supposed to consciously feel that.
do I feel my kidneys on a regular?
I think also you're misinterpreting how it works. It magically removes them, not you actually remove them and put them in. It's weird.
Oh no.
I think that
Like,
was more Kiyosei forgetting the thing.
you know,
I mean, do they still process as kidneys, like the
Yeah,
filtration and all?
that according to the how it was explained in the writings on these things, it's still the organ still functions. Like the one my dad has, it has his heart inside of it.
Yeah. As a above
Mhm.
game, one of these literally has your heart and one of these has your stomach. They kind of have to work.
hmm one that even takes your brain. So yeah. hmm
But what if you have nothing to take?
Um, I don't know. I don't know anyone that's like that doesn't have internal organs.
Points at the two
Hmm.
standing right
Yeah,
there.
Nova just kind of whistles, thinking about the slime and the puppet.
hmm
I guess if there's no organ to take, it won't take one.
Makes
That
sense.
also may mean that you can't use the item.
Possibly.
hmm
It's a good thing I don't need it.
Is there a back way into this dungeon? Out of game.
We don't know.
hmm
Are there rumors of one at least?
Well, there's only one entrance into a pretty obvious entrance. So Hareem, after registering your guys' group at the tavern, and you guys head over to a part of town that is not very well occupied. But you see a group of individuals coming from that side of town. One of them is injured. He's missing an arm, but the arm has been wrapped up with this, this sugar-covered, like long rope of candy.
I could just feel my teeth rotting from every description of this town.
hmm
And like as you get closer, you see the buildings are changing. Like what was sandstone and thatched roofs are now um, um, the like hard candy or gingerbread and like a, a cotton candy.
It's like a candy plague.
hmm
And as you get closer, you see there's a huge arch in a where there used to be like a mine entrance into a outcropping of sandstone. Like it seems like this is where the people of this town used to get stone for building their buildings. But now the entrance has been coated in like this candy, like essentially it's like you're entering into Candyland from
Yeah. I say, it's almost like the story
Where
of
the Oompa
Candyland coming to
Loompas?
life.
Where the Oompa Loompas?
Wrong Candyland. I'm thinking of a very different one. I'm thinking of the old board game that you used to play with a VHS tape. Yes, I'm
I
that old.
don't remember the VHS tape, but
I
I
don't
think.
yeah.
either.
I know the
There was
board
one.
game, but
hmm
There was, I think, because I vaguely remember playing it with my little sister.
Yeah,
But we
there
don't have
is
to second guess what you remember. We just don't remember a VHS tape
the Great
that carried.
Lollipop Adventure. Come on.
Excuse me. I need to go order a new cane. I think I'm feeling older than I am.
All right.
I
Yeah.
use these days.
Yeah. The VCR board game came out in '86, and they stopped making it in the early '90s.
And I had it. So,
Yeah. I guess it was too expensive to include the whole VCR portion of the game.
probably VCR wasn't. I think it wasn't disc also starting to hit the scene at that time.
Yeah.
Probably that. Anywho, it's a candy plague.
All right.
This
You-
place makes my eyes hurt.
It makes my teeth hurt.
Like as you guys stare at this gate, Hareem will turn around. All right. Hey, I need you guys to fully understand. And this is going. This tomb is a separate dimension tomb. That means that the laws of that world are governed by some other entity aside from the ones that govern our world. Well, the spirit of the person who created this tomb has set up certain rules in here. As long as you abide by those rules, everything should work out fine. And should those rules be broken, you can find yourself ejected from the dungeon.
What are the rules?
Don't
Such
eat
as
the don't eat the people. That's like rule number one. That was like somehow that was the first rule that we discovered about this dungeon.
I
And
wonder
What?
why.
don't.
So, in all circumstances, don't eat the people.
do not eat the people.
Okay.
Um, there is a restriction on how high you can fly inside of this dimension. You can't go more than 60 feet up in the air.
Hmm.
Don't
What
think
happens
we
if you do?
You,
ejected.
you literally can't, and if you try and force it, you can get ejected.
Is there like a wall, or is it still open air?
It's like it feels like there's a ceiling above you.
Can you touch it?
I don't know. I don't know how to fly.
And I don't think most of us fly either, so
I think only one of us does.
you,
I have fly, if I remember correctly.
well, yeah, but it's not like a natural thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's an option, not like a main
Um,
mode of transportation.
the other the other rule, well, you cannot use dimensional travel inside of this place. So
So
you
no.
can't. So things like an
Mhm.
extra dimensional space, like your house, probably wouldn't it probably
Function.
wouldn't work. Like, I don't know about items like that, but things like dimensional doorways, these planar travel, things like that don't work here. The most they can do is bring you back to the entrance.
Like, teleportation.
Yeah,
Basic teleportation, I think, should be fine.
yeah, as long as you're not trying to cross dimensions.
Yeah, yeah. Your your plane shifts, your astral stride, stuff like that.
Question: does the room consider this part of its jurisdiction?
Um, this is part of our city state.
Okay, so all the laws of a rune apply inside.
Technically, yes.
But they can't enforce it. This is just the rules that govern the world we're about to step into are a little different.
If you do, you guys understand how tombs come to be?
Yes.
I think I understand a bit better than you.
Oh,
Yeah, probably.
okay. Well, you don't have to
Oh no.
throw shade at me for no reason. I get enough of that from my family, thank you very much.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Let's keep going.
Don't pet me.
Oh, I figured some shade would be a good thing out in the desert.
You can punch him.
D-
We'll
d-
allow it.
Bilbat just kind of slowly puts his head in his hand. Oh,
Alright,
He
okay.
probably needs it.
I need a drink before we get started.
alright, you guys ready?
Mm. Oh,
Yeah.
above
Make
game. Can I get that armor?
what armor?
I'm still waiting for Kiari to throw the armor over.
Oh,
You
But
guys,
I'll have equipped it.
you guys get everything prepped. Yep. And then you'll walk into the glowing doorway and leading into oh, this tomb. And that's where we'll end for this week.
Nyla!
All right.
don't be mouthy.
All right,
Hail Mail.
everyone say bye to the viewers.
Bye to the
Bye.
viewers.
Bye,
Farewell.
viewers.
What happened to you? His spirit disappeared.
So I'm gonna put this in here. Actually, no, I'm
No
gonna
one,
delete that because I'll sell it later.
no one said we had to walk into a glowing doorway.
Did I take it? I did not.
Ooh,
Also, I feel that no eating people is an unfair restriction and should be removed.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. That oh, I forgot. No.
also,
Well, it's just you don't need to eat anything within the tomb. You should be fine.
but
What about using their blood to fill a weapon? Does that count as eating them?
I don't. I don't think that counts as eating them unless you try and eat the blood.
What about alternative methods of
All
consumption?
right, we'll figure this out later. I forgot to click end the stream, so everyone